Hello students, Apna Study presents you the Hindu news bulletins for the 1st of August. Before we start, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
National news. Dholavira, the World Heritage Site.
Dholavira is the first Indus Valley civilization site in India to receive the World Heritage Tag. The ancient Harappan city dates back to 3000 BCE to 1500 BCE. The site has a walled city, a castle, ceremonial ground, 2 seasonal streams and houses of different categories.
BJP Chief Minister, Basavaraj Bommai.
Basavaraj Bommai is a Lingayat like the BJP's old warhorse Mr. Yediyurappa and has made his loyalty to the 78-year-old evident as he took over. He is not known for hardline Hindutva stances. Even his age, 61, seems to be a safe middle ground.
Sri Lanka to send High Commissioner Designate to New Delhi.
Sri Lanka preparing to send its High Commissioner Designate to New Delhi, along with a roadmap to restore ties. Roadmap includes resolving fishermen's issues, building connectivity, trade and investment, as well as promoting religious links and Buddhist exchanges.
Passing bills in the din is a complete mockery.
Congress Chief Whip in the Rajya Sabha Jairam Ramesh says passing bills in the din is a complete mockery and an insult to the people. Opposition wants a debate on the Pegasus spyware controversy, with a reply from Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah. The government says we can seek clarifications from the new IT Minister.
India to hold high-level meetings and briefings.
India is set to hold high-level meetings and briefings to bring focus to its 3 priorities: maritime security, counter-terrorism and peacekeeping. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and Foreign Secretary Harsh Vardhan Shringla are expected to chair Security Council meetings.
The Supreme Court says life in prison means prison till death.
Supreme Court says life imprisonment normally means prison till death. Imran Jalal was sentenced for life in 3 counts and 10 years of prison in another 5 counts. But a Karnataka trial court ordered him to serve another 10 years in jail after he completes his life sentence. Justices Lalit and Rastogi said it would have made sense if the trial court had ordered the prisoner to serve the 10 years before the commencement of his life term.
Senior journalists petition for an independent prosecution.
Senior journalists N. Ram and Sasi Kumar seek independent probe into mass surveillance of over 142 potential targets. The journalists have contended that spying has caused serious dents on the rights to free speech and privacy. The CJI had agreed to list the case next week.
International news. US seizes Singapore-owned oil tanker.
Singapore-owned oil tanker used to make illegal oil deliveries to North Korea, Justice Department says. Mt. Courageous was purchased by Singaporean national Kwek Kee Seng, who remains at large. US authorities seized the tanker in Cambodia in March 2020. Satellite imagery showed the tanker engaged in ship-to-ship transfers of more than $1.5 million worth of oil to a North Korean ship.
COVID-19 China and Australia lockdowns.
WHO urges world to contain Delta variant before it turns into something deadlier and draws out pandemic. China's most serious surge of coronavirus infections in months spread to 2 more areas on Saturday. More than 200 cases have been linked to original Delta cluster in Nanjing city, where 9 cleaner at an international airport tested positive.
Afghan and Taliban forces clashed again in Herat.
Fighting is ongoing in the south and southeast of Herat province, Governor Abdul Sabur Khani says. A police guard was killed when a United Nations compound in the western city came under attack on Friday. Government forces also called an air strike near a 10-bed hospital in Lashkar Gah, capital of Helmand province, destroyed.
Hunger to rise in 23 global hotspots.
UN agencies say hunger is likely to rise in 23 global hotspots in the next 3 months. The highest alerts for catastrophic situations are in Ethiopia's embattled Tigray region, southern Madagascar, Yemen, South Sudan and northern Nigeria. The number of people facing starvation and death is expected to rise to 401,000.
US Navy, drone strike targets oil tanker Mercer Street.
US Navy explosive experts believe a drone strike targeted an oil tanker that came under attack off the coast of Oman in the Arabian Sea, killing 2 on board. The strike on Thursday night on the oil tanker Mercer Street marks the first known fatal attack after years of assaults on commercial shipping in the region linked to tensions with Iran over its tattered nuclear deal.
Business news. Capital Markets Regulator, SEBI, IRDAI and PFRDA to ease investment curve.
Capital Markets Regulator SEBI has urged the RBI, IRDAI and PFRDA to ease investment curves to make the bond market a more functional source of finance for industry and infrastructure projects. 2 members of the Securities Exchange Board of India have over the past week sought an urgent rethink on the investment norms specified by its financial sector regulator peers.
Offshoring helps tech firms grow profitably.
Infosys reported an offshore ratio of 75.9% as against 72% a year earlier. Wipro said its offshore contribution was 54% in the June quarter. Mindtree said work done offshore by the firm had increased by more than 300 basis points in the last 1 year.
Sports news. Tirupur Tamizhans.
A dream Tirupur Tamizhans beat Laika Kovai Kings in Tamil Nadu Premier League. Tamil Nadu all-rounder Mohammad led from the front with an all-round performance. Second match of the day between Secham Madurai Panthers and Nellai Royal Kings had to be called off due to rain.
Olympic Games, the fastest woman at the Tokyo Games.
Elaine Thompson-Herah stole the thunder from Shelley Ann Fraser-Pryce and emerged as the fastest woman at the Tokyo Olympics as Jamaica swept the 100 meters medals. The defending champion won comfortably in 10.61s, the second fastest time in history, which broke Florence Griffith Joyner's 33-year-old Olympic record.